Dad knows a guy. Frank Miller believed in three things: showing up early, paying in cash, and knowing a guy. At 52, Frank lived in a quiet Ohio suburb, wore the same brown jacket every winter, and solved most problems by saying, "Don't worry, I know a guy." Plumber, mechanic, electrician, Frank always had a guy. Whether the guy actually existed was unclear. His son, Jake, was 16 and believed in Wi-Fi, YouTube tutorials, and the idea that no one over 40 truly understood reality. The conflict started when Jake's car, an old Honda Civic Frank bought for a steal, refused to start. Jake sighed. "I'll just look it up." Frank waved him off. "No need. I know a guy." Jake watched his dad dial a number that wasn't saved in his phone. "Tony?" Frank said. "Yeah, Frank. Listen, my kid's car." Jake mouthed. "Who is Tony?" Tony never picked up. Frank tried another number. "Mike, how's your sister?" "Listen." Straight to voicemail. After the fifth call, Jake said carefully, "Dad, you don't actually know these people, do you?" Frank frowned. "I knew them." Time changes. Jake opened YouTube. "This video says it's probably the battery." Frank scoffed. "Internet doesn't know your car like a human does." They popped the hood. Jake followed the video step by step. Frank stood nearby, offering advice that started with, "Back in my day." Jake loosened a bolt. It dropped. They both froze. After a long silence, Frank said, "Okay, maybe we call your mom." Together, they laughed. An hour later, with a new battery installed, the car started. Jake raised his arms in victory. "See?" Jake said. "YouTube." Frank nodded slowly. "Yeah, but I held the flashlight. That's experience." That night, they ordered pizza. Jake noticed his dad staring at his phone. "You okay?" Jake asked. Frank shrugged. "Just realizing the guys I knew are retired, or moved, or don't answer anymore." Jake thought for a moment. "You still know a guy?" Frank smiled. "Who?" Jake pointed at himself. The next morning, Frank asked Jake to show him how to save contacts properly. And just like that, Frank learned something new, without losing who he was.